boys and girls, welcome to BenchART. Time for Classic, and for today what I do have in here is Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin, a game developed by Capcom, and it is using their in-house engine, the old one, not the new one, the MT framework. And so my objective today is to show you how the GT740M or the GT920M fares in this game. So I only tested the 720p low settings because the performance was already too bad. So my average performance was 27 frames per second and my minimum was around 20 frames per second and a maximum of 32. So this means that the core experience that you have with this game, it is being lower than 30 frames per second for the majority of the time. So if you look to the requirements, these guys specify that you need a GTX 960, and obviously 960 is way better than the 920 or the GT 740mm. So we are clearly below in here the minimum requirements, but still I think it's playable if you are the type of guy that manages to play under 30 frames per second, because the core experience that you have, it will be between 20 to 30. I think it's manageable because this is a turn-based game, alright? So you don't need to aim, point and shoot. You don't need to have quick reflections for everything. No, you have all the time in the world. So as soon as you enter into a fight in this game, you have all the time in the world for you to select the attacks that you want, what are your decisions. So frame rate won't be getting in the way of your gameplay, aside from when we are traversing the map. It can be more clunky, obviously, playing with this frame rate, but apart from that, it won't be getting in the way of your gameplay. So which means that with this frame rate, you can begin and end the game without any issues. You won't be a worse player just because you are having a worse frame rate. Alright, that's the thing that you should know about it. Although it's uncomfortable, yes it is, playing at this frame rate, it is not for everyone, so you are warned about it. This is the experience that you will get with this game. Now the good news is that the low settings on this game doesn't look that bad. As you can see, the game retains most of its core aspects, so you still have shadows, grass, everything it is in here. The texture quality on low doesn't look especially bad, alright, it's in line with medium and high, so you are not really playing with potato graphics in here. Alright, that's the thing that you should know. You are not really having the worst experience in the world with this. It's just really the frame rate that it's bad. But again, you can begin and finish the game like this if you have the... well, if you are okay with playing with this frame rate, alright? So, but now that you know about the performance, let's talk a little bit about the game, shall we? Well, Monster Hunter Stories 2, what can I say about this game? So this is a different take on the Monster Hunter series, it's a spin-off, alright, and while the original one, it is kind of a real-time combat and, well, it's that. Monster Hunter Stories 2, it is a turn-based combat, so it's essentially a turn-based JRPG. So this is a little bit weird because I never played any of these games before. I don't know very well the lore and the core gameplay of these games since I only played the demo, so everything was really new to me. But all I can say, and I have to agree with some Steam users out there, this resembles a lot of the actual Pokemon. The thing is, I never played the recent Pokemons on Switch, but many users are claiming that Pokemon watch and learn what these guys have done with Monster Hunter Stories 2. Many users are claiming that this is far superior to what Pokemon is on Switch at the moment, because yes, this game, it is available only available on Switch and also on the PC. It wasn't really released on Sony PlayStation or Xbox. So the only place where you can get the game, it is either Switch or PC, and it seems that Switch users are a little bit pissed off with the Pokemon series at the moment. They are a little bit disappointed, and they've kind of started to play Monster Hunter series and felt that this game was superior. So what you can expect from this game, it is kind of a vast world to explore, and we will have an adventure with hundreds of monsters and that you can raise and hatch their eggs. So yeah, it's essentially like Pokemon. There will be tons of cutscenes inside the game, tons of NPCs with different personalities, a lot of one with forced ones, just like pretty much all the Japanese RPGs out there. But the good thing is that every monster will feel very different, alright, and you will be fighting alongside with other teammates that you have inside the game. Also, one of the big selling points of this game is that you can play cooperative with a friend, so if you are into that type of stuff, you can ask a friend of yours to buy the game and play alongside with him. The downside of this, and this really pissed off a lot of people, is that you can't do that from the start. So you need to go through 4 to 6 hours of gameplay first. It's kind of a tutorial moments which you need to go through, and only then the game will unlock its multiplayer features, and only then you can play cooperative with your friends. There is also PvP, so if you don't have friends to play with, you can fight against other players, which I think it is rather interesting. And well, there is also a lot of characters customization, and there are tons of replayability stuff that you can do. But the thing is, it can get really repetitive with the dungeons, and well, there's pretty much that. Alright, so yeah, it's the typical big adventure JRPG that you have, but inside the Monster Hunter stories, and people are really satisfied with the game. This game scored on Metacritic around 80 of score. On Steam, users are giving it 70%. Alright, so my experience and all the things that I have saying in here, it is based on the reviews that I've read so far on Steam. I haven't really had a great experience. I'm just expressing what people have said on Steam and reviews. Alright, this is not my own opinion, it is what I've read so far about the game, and it seems that the majority of the people it is really satisfied. What I'm personally not satisfied, it is really the price. This game features the Nouveau, so it means that if you are waiting for a free version of this game, you won't be, finding it online, at least not as fast as people are expecting. But I never know about that. I don't want to talk about that subject in here because it's a little bit complicated on YouTube. But yeah, there's that. And if you want to buy the game will cost you $59.99 on Steam. So it's a rather expensive game, but it is also a game that can last you for about around 50 to 60 hours, and if you are really completely crazy and you want to do every single stuff of this game, including achievements, you can play up to 200 hours if you want. So it's really a big game, and despite you are paying a lot for it, you will get a lot of hours out of this game. Alright, so if you care about that, and if that it is important to you, at least there's that. Alright, so I think that's all that I can talk about the Monster Hunter story. So hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video and the game, of course. Anyway, if you don't feel comfortable with this video and you really want to play before buy it, there is a demo available on Steam. The demo, it was what I have used to benchmark the game. You just need to search it on Steam. There is a demo there that you can play. It is a big demo. It can last you about 2 to 3 hours to finish up the demo. So it's a big demo. It should allow you to understand the core gameplay and the game. And after that, you can take your decision to buy or not to buy the game. Alright, so that's that. Thank you a lot for watching, guys. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
out of commission? Kinship always wins!
All right, we did it, buddy!
Boy, was my heart thumping. But you did great, newbie. Looks like you've got your grandpa's skills.
What did I tell ya? This famous feline knows talent when he sees it. This is the start of something epic, I tell ya. From here on out, we're gonna be partners. And I'll do it all totally free of charge. Although, if you really want to thank me, I wouldn't say no to a couple of donuts.
You know, you could just ask for something to eat if you're hungry.
Oh! Hey! Get back, you guys! Who said I was Monster Munchies?
This furball's not like other felines, huh? But hey, you got an egg out of the deal. Wanna head home?